This corn can sell for up to $1,000, and in China, some people even wear it as jewelry. At first glance, it looks like it's made from colorful gemstones, but it's actually real corn. This special variety is called glass gem corn. Its incredible colors come from years of selective crossbreeding. Every kernel develops its own unique color and pattern while growing. Some look like agate, some resemble jade, others shine like tiny crystals. Because each cob forms randomly, no two are ever the same, and the more beautiful the color pattern is, the higher the price can go. Some rare pieces have even sold for nearly $1,000. This corn can sell for up to $1,000, and in China, some people even wear it as jewelry. At first glance, it looks like it's made from colorful gemstones, but it's actually real corn. This special variety is called glass gem corn. Its incredible colors come from years of selective crossbreeding. Every kernel develops its own unique color and pattern while growing. Some look like agate, some resemble jade, others shine like tiny crystals. Because each cob forms randomly, no two are ever the same, and the more beautiful the color pattern is, the higher the price can go. Some rare pieces have even sold for nearly $1,000.
Oh, praise him! You are here! My sisters, welcome.
It is authentic. This is the skull of the Canoness Rexella.
Take her.
What? No, wait. All is well. Sisters, please, I beg of you. What is this? I have fulfilled my vow. I am redeemed. No. Emperor, no. I am no repentia. I did not flee in battle. I did not commit a cardinal sin. Please, Lord, do not put me in there. Do not shackle me to that machine. Please. Palatine Zaragoza said I would be forgiven.
Sister Zaragoza is dead. I never agreed with her assessment of your character, Benthea, and she cannot stand before us and speak of your atonement. Zaragoza was among the best of us, yet here you stand in her place. Punishment is due. For the killing of a fellow novitiate. For the sin of pride that led to this death. For your failure to martyr yourself here alongside your fellow sisters. For these grave crimes, you are condemned. Your efforts have saved you from death. And you are blessed to be able to serve the God Emperor still, as all the faithful must. But you will know pain for your transgressions.
Oh, praise him.
Where is the cabbage?
In the garden.
Look at this wretched place you call home.
For every horrible thing down here, there's something far more beautiful. Even with just one eye. I know why you want my eye. Because without it, I can't look into the eyes of another and see their soul. Their love.
Everything you loved is gone!
No! It's in my memories. It makes us stronger than you'll ever be. These are the memories of those we have loved and lost. And if we hold their stories deep in our hearts, then you will never take them away from us.
Look at this wretched...
Come on! What's good, bro? How are you? Yeah. Where are you? Holy dude, what are we doing? He's benching 700 pounds? That's real, bro. Logan's about to hit 855. This is the craziest bench.
Yeah, you guys guaranteed that my Resident Evil The Mercenaries 3D would get a 10, but it only got a 9.8.
Not again. 9.8? An 8? A 9.4? Man, I am so sorry. Let me get you a refund on your original purchase.
That'd be great, man.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with these water CGC guys. It's kind of crazy, but should go back on your card here in about 2 to 3 business days, and come back and see us whenever you need some more games.
What did I just watch happen?
All right, hear me out. Everyone's integrating games, so I thought, what a better way to encourage other people's passions by offering the graded 10 guarantee here at Secret Castle. So if you buy a game from us,
we just got the first.
Phases have terminated.
You want to hear some bullcrap about these shark bite fittings here?
I'm installing these compression fittings for this sink here on this copper line, and I installed a bunch of them, and I have this one here that's leaking, and I can't. I've replaced the ferrule, I've done everything I could, and it won't stop leaking, and it's also been leaking out of here. And I started looking at it, and I noticed it's slightly different. This one has raised letters, this one has depressed letters. This one, when you turn it on and off, it stops at 90, so straight, it stops. This one here, when you turn it, it actually goes past straight, like that, and it actually partially covers the hole back up. So I grabbed the packages out of the trash, and they're exactly the same part number, but I noticed one is made in Vietnam and one is made in China. I'm gonna run to the store right now and find out which one's which.
All right, I'm back from Lowe's. You want to take your guess? What do you think the crappy one was? You think it was from China or you think it was from Vietnam? It was from China. I pulled all the boxes apart and it was the Vietnam one, it was the nice one, and the crappy one was from China. So if you go to Lowe's and you're buying shark bite fittings, I would get the Vietnam made ones and don't buy the China ones. Because it's right on the back corner there, because the other one sucked.
You're from Cypher Bowl Ages Zero. Robert G. Where is York? Gather your wits and answer me.
She's been captured. She's being held in the 4th floor control room of Building A. Vegapunk will resume his broadcast in 6 minutes.
Well done, Agent. I have no further questions for you.
One more thing! My partner is seriously injured! He should still be in the control room right now! I beg you, spare him!
That may prove difficult. One cannot be held responsible for every insect they happen to crush.
That's how the mural work started. They were undeniably brilliant. One day, Zima unveiled a mural that had something different about it. In the middle of the canvas was a tiny blue square. Over the next several decades, the abstract shapes changed and became more dominant, but always the shade of blue was the same. Before very long, Zima unveiled the first of his entirely blue murals. When most people speak about his blue period, they mean the era of the truly huge murals. In spite of all his success, Zima was still dissatisfied. And what he did next was, for many, too extreme a sacrifice to make for art. That's how the mural work started.
Where's my son? You're my rebellious son? Come here.
You're not my dad. Dads don't wait until you're 11 to say hello, and then turn up to tell you off.
What?
If I'm in trouble with my dad, then it won't be you. It's gonna be the dad who was there. You're not my dad!
What did you say?
You can do it! Say it, Adam! Say it again!
Come here.
You're not my dad. You never were.
No.
Adam? Adam!
That's not really his father.
Oh, for heaven's sake, where is
It
he?
is. It is now, and it always was. He did it.
Where's my son?
I've become quite a fan of the Phantom, but I wanted to give the car we had a little USP, which no other Phantom had. Which was an engine. But not any engine. This was an engine, there's no interesting story behind it, because when BMW bought the rights to the Rolls-Royce name in the late 20th century, they had the opportunity to create the ultimate luxury car for the 21st century. And they thought, maybe we ought to give it the ultimate engine. So let's give it something like a 9-litre V16 engine. They made 3 or 4 of these engines, and they tested them, and they got them up to speed, and they had unbelievable power. And then the last minute, they thought,
See this diamond shape on my underarm?
We recently had a crystal grown of a new blue gem. You turn
This is Madame D's last will and testament, that control of the vast bulk of her estate should be transferred forthwith to her son Dmitri. Monsieur Gustave H., and with full and absolute fiduciary entitlement, the painting known as Boy with Apple. Wow. By Johannes van Hoytel.
I can't believe it.
The younger.
What? Who's Gustave H.?
I'm afraid that's me, darling.
That fucking fact is a concierge. What are you doing?
I've come to pay my respects to a great woman whom I loved.
Call the police. We're pressing charges. He's a ruthless adventurer and a con artist who preys on mentally feeble, sick old ladies.
How's that supposed to make me feel?
And he probably f***s them, too.
I go to bed with all my friends.
If I learn you ever once laid a finger on my mother's body, living or dead, I swear to God I'll cut your throat.
You hear me?
I thought I was supposed to be a fucking fat.
You are, but you're bisexual.
Let's change the subject. I'm leaving.
This is Madame D's last will and testament, that control of the vast bulk of her estate should be transferred forthwith to her son Dmitri. Monsieur Gustave H., and with full and absolute fiduciary entitlement, the painting known as Boy with Apple.
Wow.
By Johannes van Hoytel.
I can't believe it.
The younger.
What? Who's Gustave H.?
I'm afraid that's me, darling.
That fucking fact is a concierge. What are you doing?
I've come to pay my respects to a great woman whom I loved.
Call the police. We're pressing charges. He's a ruthless adventurer and a con artist who preys on mentally feeble, sick old ladies.
How's that supposed to make me feel?
And he probably f***s them, too.
I go to bed with all my friends.
If I learn you ever once laid a finger on my mother's body, living or dead, I swear to God I'll cut your throat.
You hear me?
I thought I was supposed to be a fucking fat.
You are, but you're bisexual.
Let's change the subject. I'm leaving.
This is Madame D's last will.
He cut him?
Well now, isn't that something? That body of yours is surprisingly firm. It didn't feel like it was made of flesh and blood. No, it felt more like hitting armor. A full suit of it, too. My blade didn't penetrate. There's many a man who've fallen to that slash. This is the first time I've not been able to sever the collarbone.
That was disappointing. You didn't even bother drawing your sword, but you're surprised you can't cut through my flesh? Is it swordplay or wordplay? Mitsunari, can you bring him a sword? I can tell he wants one.
A kind gesture from a strong man.
He cut him?
Well now, isn't that something?
I don't know what went wrong with these roses this year. Maybe I need a gardener.
Sweetie, not gonna pay some guy to dig in the dirt.
Larry, I told you to take that thing to a professional. You'll save money in the long run.
Should have bought an electric one. Beldar, is that you?
Correct.
Bell. Bry. Yeah, buddy, you got a minute?
Of course.
The damn lawnmower won't start. You know, you're so darn good with machinery. Would you mind taking a look at it?
I do not mind. Greetings, Lisa. Ah, excellent crop of decorative growth.
You're being nice.
Yes. There is fuel in the device?
Oh, yeah. There's plenty of gas in there. I just can't get the damn thing to kick over.
I don't know.
Here. I can't read it.
You speak every language.
Speak, not read. I've always found tongues much more useful than books. So whatever language this is...
It's Sumerian. Unlike some of us who had everything handed to them, I actually spent my youth studying.
Excellent. My Smurple. How quickly can you translate it?
Should only take me a few days.
Days? I don't have that kind of time.
Mum, why have you got your knickers in such a twist?
Is there a reason why you're in such a rush, Lee?
I'm just anxious to see the rest of the family. Please, start translating.
There's something going on with her.
Or it's just that time of the millennium. What?
I'm glad you agreed to meet me.
Well, of course I did. I knew that book couldn't be it. Well, come on. Hand it over. I need what Zeke really smuggled. Now. A knife. We already have... Oh.
My life is ruined. I don't want to go to prison. This is all your fault.
Here.
I can't read it.
You speak every...
What's the problem, dog? What's the problem, dog?
Hey man, I upgraded my gaming rig. Why did I get worse at gaming? How could you possibly get worse? I was kind of hoping you could tell me. No, I meant you're so bad. What did you upgrade? My monitor, it's 45...
7 limited cream puffs.
When you heard things that were out of pitch, like, did it bother you?
Shanks, I don't know how I can ever thank you enough.
No need to make a big deal out of it. Whitebeard was a rival, but I still held a lot of respect for the man. Even Sengoku felt that way. I suppose it's time for us to go.
Yeah, thank you again.
I can only imagine how tough this is on Luffy. Even so, his brother died like a true man.
You don't know anything about the man who saved my life! This is his era! Don't you forget it!
Maybe Ace wouldn't want to hear this, but that's exactly what Captain Roger would have done. There were times when I wished he wasn't too bold to run away, too bold to shed tears. Listen, Luffy, it's not only victory that makes a man. There's no shame in backing down. There's no shame in crying, so long as you overcome it.
Shanks, I don't know how I can ever thank you enough.
No need to make a big deal out of it. Whitebeard was a rival, but I still held a lot of respect for the man. Even Sengoku felt that way. I suppose it's time for us to go.
Yeah, thank you again.
I can only imagine how tough this is on Luffy. Even so, his brother died like a true man.
You don't know anything about the man who saved my life! This is his era! Don't you forget it!
Maybe Ace wouldn't want to hear this, but that's exactly what Captain Roger would have done. There were times.
Ooh, hello. Hello. Which one is it? I don't know anymore. So this one is that one. Up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Hello. Oh. Ooh. Da, 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 da.
When I wished he wasn't too...
My customer ran his entire photography business on this hard drive, and while he was transferring wedding photos out of the drive, his computer froze.
This is what it looks like using the fastest MacBook Neo in the world. Because instead of just slapping a silicone pad on the chip like everyone else, I decided to do a more practical modification using everyday household items, like an industrial air blower, a server heatsink attached to another heatsink, copious amounts of spermal putty, and a giant white tube that once aroused becomes difficult to handle for those not used to its girth. The end result is a cold air intake that lets me pump 9.12 watts out of an iPhone chip that's nearly as microscopic as your peeling off the graphene cover to expose the star of the show, the A18 Pro, was necessary to ensure the heatsink gets as close to the chip as the greatest technician that's ever lived gets to your mother. Board cooling wasn't a priority when Apple designed this, and even with freezing air blasting it at 69 miles per hour, it still gets hotter than the boiling point of water. But it does so while pulling nearly twice the wattage, resulting in a 39% increase in Cinebench scores, putting it within 44...
Oh, you can't run this way. There's a wall here.
Well, no, there isn't, but we're just trying to catch up with our friend. Susan!
Oh, is that a code word? Susan! I know who you are. You are assassin sent by my enemies to kill me.
Are you Xin Shuo Huang?
I am Tiny Assassin.
Wow, I've always wanted to see your Great Wall. It's not
Great? Well, really, it's good.
And I can tell you that people will flock from all over the world to see your wall.
It's not supposed to bring people in. It's supposed to keep people out.
No, it totally will. It'll be made out of 4 million bricks.
Let's watch a video on how to use it. How to use Cinebench. Because I'm an idiot. For idiots.
What is going on, everybody? Today we're going to be downloading and installing Cinebench. It's one of my favorite softwares out there. I use it all the time to stress test, diagnose PCs, so I'm really excited to share it with you guys. Let's get into it. Cinebench is a software that's developed by Maxon and is widely used to assess different hardware components such as your CPU and check its performance, especially in things like rendering and gaming optimizations. In order to download Cinebench, you pretty much have two options. You can either go on Maxon's website and download it directly from there, or you can save yourself the trouble and just go to your Microsoft store and search for Cinebench. You'll see here the first app is the Cinebench one. Go ahead and click Get. And as an added benefit, it's free, so no harm in downloading it. All right, perfect. So Cinebench just finished installing. Go ahead, click open, and let's get started with this. First things first, software license agreement. Go ahead and click accept. And now you're in the main screen. This is where you can really play with it, have fun, and there's so many different options. Right now, I'm currently running a Ryzen 7 7800X3D, which is an amazing gaming chip, but let's see how it performs in Cinebench. So up here, you'll see two different options. You'll see CPU multi-core and CPU single-core. One of the things that I like to do is first click on File and click Advanced Benchmarks. This gives you a couple of different options where you can either test throttling for performance or you can test the stability. So I like to do a 30-minute stability test, generally speaking, for when I'm testing out computers. If the customer says it could be a CPU problem or I'm thinking it's a CPU problem, if you run a 30-minute stability test, you'll have a good indication whether your CPU is faulty or not. So just for the first thing I want to do is check the CPU single core speed. After you click start, you're going to see the image start rendering itself and you're going to see little squares that start pixelating. While you're running this test, a cool thing that I like to do is pop open an HW Monitor app and just check out the package, the temps. And if you guys want to learn more about this app, please check out some of our other videos where we showcase how to download and install and use this app. All right, awesome. So the Cinebench test just completed and we did get a ranking here. We got a point score of 1772. In case you're wondering how that benches up against other processors, just go to this website, Nano Review. They have a great selection of different processors. In the search bar, you can press Control F and search for the CPU. You can see that another person here got 1775, so 3-point difference, not bad. But I was pretty surprised on how poorly the 7800X3D performs in single core speed compared to some of the other processors out there. But nevertheless, I mean, it's still a great processor, still one of the best bang for your buck CPUs for gaming. Next, I want to go ahead and try a CPU multi-core test. This one's going to go a bit faster than the single core one, so just go ahead and click start. And let's see the performance of the multi-core. You can just see it ripping through the image so much faster than the other one. I believe the other test took about